So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first test VBR using the native Safari player, then CBR using the native Safari player, and then we'll go to VBR using the JW player, and then CBR using the JW player. So the cache is cleared. And layer 1 is the first layer that we call.
It's very easy to use. It's all auto pairing. So if you plug the receiver in, you turn it on.
And what we're going to do is watch the cache and watch for any breaks in the stream.
And the receiver that tells you that the units have been paired. The only other adjustments on the receiver is a 4-step volume control for output.
Okay, so we've dropped down to layer 2.
There's a battery indicator switch, an on-off switch.
Because the ballet sequence is being retrieved.
The level switch.
Now we're catching up with the buffer.
Basically no control, so that's
okay, so we have a stoppage. It drops down to layer 3. Pretty long stoppage. And during the 3-minute segment, the 3-minute video, there are 29 segments. There's another audio stoppage.
Is very easy to use. It's all auto pairing. So if you plug the receiver,
and we're out of sync here.
You wait 3 or 4 seconds after turning the microphone on, and you'll see a green light appear in both the microphone and the receiver that tells you that the units have been paired. The only other adjustments on the receiver is
still out of
4-step
sync.
Volume control for output, and that's pretty much it. There's a battery indicator switch, an on-off switch, the pairing switch, and then the level switch. Microphone has basically no control, so that's
okay. So we lost sync, and doesn't seem like we're getting it back. Once we get down to 29, we're done. Okay, so all the segments have been retrieved.
Is very easy to use. It's all auto pairing.
Still out of sync.
Plug the receiver in, you turn it on.
Okay, so what do we see? We see that we retrieved the initial segments from layer 1, and that was called for in the M3U8 file. We dropped down to layer 2 for the vast majority of segments that we retrieved, and we also got some at the 1.5 megabit per second quality. So that was VBR testing using the Safari HLS player. Now we'll change that to CBR, excuse me, but first we'll clear the buffer. Then we will clear Charles. And now we'll call the CBR playlist. CBR. Again, starts here. Playback doesn't start until...
It's very easy to use. It's all auto pairing. So if you plug the receiver in, you turn it on. You wait 3 or 4 seconds after turning the microphone on, and you'll see a green light appear in both the microphone.
Okay, so the buffer's good.
Tells you that the
We're staying at 3.1 megabits per second.
The only other adjustments on the receiver is a 4-step volume control for output, and that's pretty much it. There's a battery indicator switch, an on-off switch, the pairing switch, and then the level switch. Microphone has basically no control, so that's...
Okay, so we're not buffering too far in advance, but we're maintaining a pretty solid buffer, and we're staying in a 3.1 megabit per second stream.
Is very easy to use. It's all
okay,
pairing.
so life is really good. Let's see if we decide to go for a higher quality experience.
A green light appear in both the microphone and the receiver that tells you that the units have been paired. The only other adjustments on the receiver is a 4-step volume control for output, and that's pretty much it. There's a battery indicator switch, an on-off switch, the pairing switch, and then the level switch.
Okay,
Microphone
buffer
has
still
basic
good.
control, so that's
Nice boring playback. That's what we like. It's my daughter. Okay.
itself is very easy to use. It's all auto pairing.
Okay, so once we get the
you plug
buffer
the receiver in, you turn it
completed,
on, you wait 3 or 4 seconds.
fragment 29, since it starts at 0, this is the last fragment,
that tells you
we've completed the download. So here, as compared to VBR, where we had a 3 or 4 second stoppage plus loss of sync, and stream switching all the way down to the 1.5 megabit per second level, or layer, here we saw playback in a single layer throughout the entire playback of the clip. So we're going to look at what these numbers mean in an article I'm writing on this, but you can draw your own conclusions about the quality of experience. Clearly it was much better with CBR than it was with VBR.